Today, a really, really interesting story brought to us by the good folk at Catholic College Sales. Great to welcome Peter Centra, the Deputy Principal, and Anne Roff, who's from Sale Catholic College as well. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Wandered across the road in here with a wonderful discovery, which Anne is holding, and I flagged before the news. It's an instrument.
Yes, it is.
Now, what's going on? What is it? It looks to me like a violin.
Yes, it certainly is. It's been a bit of a find for us, a bit of history for our school. Towards the end of last year, our long-serving lab manager, Trish Dixon, was retiring, and she was doing a clean-up after 27 years.
So just in the science lab?
In the science lab
Okay.
at Sion, and came across the violin. And in speaking to Trish, she tells the story that the violin was originally in the older labs when she first started, and Mother Geraldine, who was in charge at the time, she earmarked it for science lab experiments in sound. Because
I wondered
the
how it
quality
ended up.
was,
I thought maybe
not
their
too good.
students left it behind, didn't get to lost property or whatever.
No, it's a bit more precious than that.
Yeah, by the looks of things, it is.
Look, our best understanding is that from some of the research that I've done is that the sisters, when they came to Sale in 1890, they brought with them some violins, and we think this is one of the original violins that the sisters brought out with them.
Oh, wow.
So
You've had it tidied up, cleaned up, and raring to go. And I understand we're going to be treated to an exclusive performance.
You are.
I don't get to say that word exclusive very often. Anne Roff, welcome. Come forward a little bit. Anne's going to play the violin for us. Now, you obviously, when you saw that, did you think, wow? Or
I did. I was most surprised because when Pete said that he'd found this instrument, you think, oh, yes, it's very interesting, but it's probably going to be a piece of wood that might make some noise out of it. And I looked at it and I went, ooh, I want to find out about this one. I want to find out what its voice is.
Yeah.
And because every instrument is different and each violin plays a different sort of music, and you want to find out what its capabilities are.
So when you saw that, what was it that, for somebody who knows how to play the instrument, what stood out for you? Was it the shape, or was it the fact that it looked quite old, or didn't look sort of?
It looked in good condition. You can tell that it's been very well made just by looking at it. I play instruments of this age myself, which look nothing like this one, and they each have their own individual voice. So you can, just by looking at it, you can tell whether or not it's interesting and has possibilities.
So you jumped at it and thought, you beauty, I'm going to, this is going to be something good. Did you play it straight away, or did you wait for restoration before you had a go?
I didn't see it. I saw its final product.
it was a surprise.
Oh,
It's a very
brought
big
in.
surprise.
So
Last minute.
the violin was restored at Darnham by Peter Kirkbride, who's a renowned restorer of instruments, and he was very passionate about doing it very quickly.
Yeah.
So I think he had it for about 5 days, and I got a phone call to say, I've finished. So he must have spent
all night just loving it.
Yes.
Yeah, being able to do it. So what's been done? It's been
The
new strings.
new strings, the pegs. There are a couple of those that were missing.
I wouldn't have known what they were called either, Peter, don't worry.
I appreciate the wood and the design. And there were some other problems down at the other end. I'm not sure what that's called.
What's that called, Anne?
Oh, lots of, the bridge and the
Bridge.
fine-tuners.
Okay, thank you.
So he's done a marvellous job.
It's a lesson for Peter and I. And I know that you're going to play it at a school assembly this morning, but you've snuck across the road and said, look, let's share this with Gippsland as well. So I better let you get onto it because you need to hot-foot it back. So Anne's going to play said instrument for us. What are you going to play, Anne? What is deserving of such a beautiful piece of
That's what I
instrument?
had to find out. Because when this violin first would have been played, the students would have played it and they would have done the Old Faithful,
Oh, no. Surely not.
Obviously, that's going to do a little bit more than that. So I thought, well, maybe it will be one of those folky type instruments and take really well to that era, the sort of... I thought, I think that's got a bit more in it. So I went more to the... And I thought, oh, that's nice across all of its strings. I think this one can actually move up a notch. Now, bearing in mind that this instrument hasn't been played for many, many, many years, and violins love to be played. So if this violin was played for another 6 months constantly, it will sound a lot better than it does now.
Oh, so it sort of warms.
It does warm up.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be more of the instrument that could cope with something a bit more like this. And this is in honour of the composer's birthday.
Oh, wasn't that amazing? What was that?
Mendelssohn.
Mendelssohn.
Beautiful.
Can I have Anne at my next party? That was very entertaining and just showing the different styles that would come from that. How did that feel, Anne? As a musician, how did that feel to play that?
It's really nice because a good instrument will be easy to play, and this is relatively easy to play.
When you say easy, what? It's just easy to...
It
just comes
more easily. You don't have to fight with it as much to get the sound out of it that you wish to get out of it.
So like driving a nice luxury car compared to an old clunker, it's a bit like that as well. How did that sound to you?
Beautiful.
Yeah?
Very beautiful, yeah, certainly. It's so nice to hear the sound when in comparing it to when we first found it, and it was in a pretty bad condition.
Yes.
So to have it ready to go for probably another 100 years, hopefully at the school, it's a nice thought to have a bit of our history with us, because we've got very few material things, and so this one will be in Anne's care, in good hands.
And you'll be guarding it, I'm sure, Anne. When do you think that it will come out to be used? Because as you say, an instrument's there to be played, so I'm sure to be a special occasion thing, won't it?
Well, that is something that we have had no time to discuss.
No.
But we sure that there are many deserving students and occasions that it can be played and performed and used and loved.
And that's the whole point of it. It's to love that piece, that it's just survived for so long.
For sure,
and to have that there. Thank you so much. This has been a fascinating little piece of history or historical journey of taking us on, and a musical journey as well. And, I wish it many years of service ahead to the students at Sale Catholic College, and that sent chills up my spine. I might go and sit over at assembly and listen to the rest of the...
Well, you'd be most welcome.
I'm not sure whether I'd be allowed, actually. I still got a little bit of the program to go, but appreciate your time. Thank you very much to Peter Centra, Deputy Principal of Sale Catholic College, and Anne Roff, who's the music teacher, who's a wonderful musician, bringing that piece of history, that instrument to life.